Folsom Prison Blues, I Walk the Line, A Boy Named Sue, right? The music of Johnny Cash is legendary.
Those songs and more than 30 others are part of Ring of Fire at the Performing Artists Repertory Theater.
Yeah, we'll learn more about that in a minute. But first, here are Erica Hall and Thomas Garee with a musical preview.
Laying round home with the ball game on, feeling fairly fine. Blackberry jam is cooking in the pan, and the jam and the cook are mine. I like my honey from the hives of home, and berries from my own vine. And I like to get my lovin' while I got it on my mind.
Well, the dog is asleep at my bare feet. It's a good day for laying around. Just him and me, and it's Saturday. Everybody's gone to town. We've been working hard. He gets tired, and that puts me in a bind. 'Cause I like to get my lovin' while I got it on my mind.
Then she looks at me, and I can see that old familiar look.
And the jam is sweet, and I love the heat to give it time to cook.
Then I lock the door and I cross the floor to my queen of womankind. Yeah, I like to get my lovin' while I got it on my mind.
Now, boys, don't you be rambling free, leaving the girls to cry.
No.
'Cause the nights get cold, and there ain't no gold that'll ever satisfy.
And there ain't no joy that'll come to you boys like the kind I've known at times when I go right on in there and love her
And love him
while I got it
on my mind. Yeah, I like to get my lovin' while I got it on my mind.
Yes, that's music from the Ring of Fire.
Fantastic.
Great job. Thanks for coming. You want to introduce the band while we're up here?
Sure. Up on guitar, we have Vince Kriesel and
Vince?
And Mark Kurtz.
Mark, how are you doing? Thanks for coming. Nikki,
Thank
come on,
you for
step on over
coming.
here. Tell us more about the show and the musical. What can people expect?
well, the musicals are kind of a blast to do. It's really just a celebration of Johnny Cash's life and music, and you know, literally, as the hat changes, the person who is Cash changes as well, which is fun.
Yeah. Were you fans of Johnny Cash before you joined the show? I guess, what did you learn about Johnny Cash?
You know, he was always a very devout person in his life, but he even had his failings, and he acknowledged them, and it was really kind of really nice to look at. He accepted them and moved forward.
Yeah, well, you portray him well. You just kind of...
Yeah, no kidding. I like
He wasn't
the
very
shirt.
animated, yeah. You know what I mean? He just kind of stood there and kind of leaned over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do a great job.
What did you find the most challenging part of doing this show?
A lot of his songs don't have a chorus or a refrain or anything, so it's just this different verses over and over and over, like Man in Black. There's no repeats.
Right.
So, and a million words.
lyrics.
How about
yeah.
for you? What's it like performing with Johnny Cash here?
Oh, it's amazing. You know, I always thought that one of the things that was unique about Johnny Cash is he kind of came onto the scene when people were sort of buttoned up and had a really clean image. And here's this guy who was flawed and had a great gift of being able to show that through his music, and he was just kind of raw, and people really identified with him, I think. So.
You're right, he really didn't have that facade that was going on.
Right, exactly.
You know, who else is involved in the production?
We have D. Kevin Williams and
Sue
Zach.
Gillespie Baton, Zach Little, and then we've got a bigger band than these guys, and they're amazing. It's Jill Van Horn on fiddle and Jason Ferguson on guitar. And then we've got Vince and Mark Haar on bass and Matt Steinkruger on guitar also, and it's really great.
It's a heck of a production. I imagine you have to have prepared a long time for this, especially to get the music to sound like how Johnny got it to sound.
Right. Well, you know, apparently Johnny Cash was kind of instrumental in putting this show together, and he didn't want there to be a Johnny Cash. So all 5 people, all 5 cast members kind of do some of his music. So to take that and to make it, you know, to make one of his songs sung by a female, you know, or made into a duet and things like that, it was really, really interesting. We kind of added some harmonies here and there. And
Do you have a favorite song?
Mine in particular is Sunday Morning Coming Down.
Sunday Morning, how about
yeah,
There you go.
I still miss someone. I still miss
you?
someone.
I like Folsom.
Yeah,
Folsom's good.
I love that one.
So there's a
Yeah.
number of performances, August 3rd, August 9th, August 10th, and they have different shows. The one 5 o'clock, the 9th has 1, 5, and 8. The Waiting Room, 62nd and Maple, right there in Benson. A lot of stuff going on in Benson. We just talked about
That's right.
everything
Yeah.
going on in
Great
Benson.
venue.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it really is.
All right, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Thanks a
Great
lot.
music.
Great
Thank you.
sound, that's
Thanks
right.
a lot for having
A
us.
patriotic portrait.